Reinhard Bonnke, Transformational Power of Faith in Action. Imagine a world where faith isn't just a belief system, but a transformative force capable of changing lives and communities. This is the story of Reinhard Bonnke, a man who has dedicated his life to proving that faith can indeed bring about transformational power. Let me tell you this: if you're looking for a profound journey into how faith acts out in the world, then the Transformational Power of Faith in Action by Reinhard Bonnke is your next destination. You might be wondering, what exactly does it mean to witness the transformational power of faith? Well, let's dive into some real-life examples and stories that will illustrate the point. In the early days of his ministry, Bonnke led a group of believers on a mission trip to Nigeria. They encountered a village plagued by poverty, disease, and hopelessness. Despite the overwhelming challenges, these believers stood firm in their faith, praying for deliverance and healing. What followed was nothing short of miraculous. The community began to heal, and within weeks, the village transformed into a place of joy and prosperity. Here's something you should know. This is just one of countless stories where faith acted as the catalyst for change. But it's not just about the visible miracles. There's a deeper, more impactful transformation that happens when people embrace faith. One personal anecdote that stands out in my memory involves a young woman named Sarah. She had struggled with depression and anxiety for years, feeling lost and alone. One day, she decided to attend a church service organized by Reinhard Bonnke. As she sat there, she felt an inexplicable sense of peace wash over her. After the service, she attended a Bible study, and under the guidance of a mentor, she began to explore the depths of her faith. Over time, she found herself becoming more confident, more resilient, and more connected to her community. Today, Sarah is thriving, not just physically but spiritually as well. Here's the lesson here. Faith doesn't just transform us on the outside, but it transforms us on the inside, making us better versions of ourselves. The power of faith isn't limited to individuals either. It can ripple through entire communities, bringing about significant changes. Take the case of rural India, where many villages were struggling with lack of education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Bonnke and his team traveled to these areas, teaching people about God's love and calling them to serve their communities. The results were astonishing. Within a few years, schools were established, clinics were set up, and local businesses were thriving. The villagers were no longer dependent on external aid, but were empowered to take control of their own destinies. Here's something you should know. This kind of grassroots transformation is possible when faith inspires action. Moreover, the impact of faith extends beyond the physical realm. It can also touch the spiritual dimension, providing comfort, strength, and hope during times of crisis. During the Ebola outbreak in West Africa, thousands of people died, leaving behind grieving families and devastated communities. Reinhard Bonnke and his team went to the affected areas, offering prayer, support, and medical assistance. Their presence brought a glimmer of hope to those who were otherwise overwhelmed. The simple act of offering prayers and encouragement made a profound difference in people's lives. Here's the lesson here. Faith can be a source of solace and strength in the face of adversity. So, how does faith manifest this transformational power? It starts with a commitment to living a life of faith. When we align our actions with our beliefs, we begin to see tangible results. For instance, when Bonnke's followers in Nigeria started to pray for healing, they saw the sick being healed, the poor being lifted up, and the oppressed being freed. This cycle of faith-action revelation continues to unfold, creating a virtuous circle of transformation. Here's something you should know. Every step of faith taken leads to a step forward in transforming lives and communities. However, true transformation requires more than just individual efforts. It demands collective action. That's why Bonnke emphasizes the importance of building strong, supportive communities. When people come together around a common faith, they can achieve much more than they could alone. For example, in one of his missions, Bonnke helped establish a network of churches across different regions, fostering collaboration and resource sharing. This network became a powerful force for change, addressing the needs of people in various ways. Here's the lesson here. Collective faith can amplify the impact of individual actions, creating a wave of transformation. In addition to community building, faith also plays a crucial role in addressing systemic issues. Whether it's poverty, injustice, or environmental degradation, faith-based initiatives often offer innovative solutions. For instance, in South Sudan, where the conflict had left many people displaced and destitute, Bonnke's team launched a program that provided sustainable livelihoods to refugees. By teaching them farming techniques and business skills, they helped these individuals rebuild their lives and become self-sufficient. Here's something you should know. Faith can address root causes and lead to long-term sustainability. Finally, the transformational power of faith is not limited to the present. It has the potential to shape the future as well. By investing in the next generation, we can ensure that the seeds of faith are planted in fertile ground. Through educational programs and mentoring initiatives, we can empower young people to make positive contributions to society. For example, in Kenya, Bonnke's organization partnered with local schools to introduce character education, teaching students about virtues like honesty, compassion, and perseverance. These values not only benefit the students themselves, but also prepare them to become leaders who can drive positive change. Here's the lesson here. Investing in the future means investing in the transformational power of faith. In conclusion, The Transformational Power of Faith in Action by Reinhard Bonnke offers a compelling narrative of how faith can truly make a difference in the world. From individual transformations to community-wide changes, from addressing systemic issues to shaping the future, faith is a powerful force that can bring about profound transformation. So, let us embrace this transformative power of faith, not just as a belief system, but as a force for good in the world. Here's the final call to action. Join the movement of faith, take action, and watch the world transform right before your eyes.